Howdy, folks.
Hey, everybody.
If things go well, I'm going to keep my mouth shut so we can get this over and done with. So
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, well,
he always feels like he has to make comments, even though he. Are you going to read today, or am I reading today?
I would like to read some. Yes.
Okay, so you are reading today. That makes it much easier with me to just put up my books. Okay. But anyway, look at this. This is so cute, you guys. I love this. When I saw that we had Wizard's chess coming, I was like, oh yeah, that's mine. Can't play chess worth a poop, but I love it. I think it's fun. And this is just super, super cool. This is the minis. I can't find the camera.
I'm going to do it over here because it's hard to
focus. I can't find the camera. But look at the detail.
They're very detailed, but they are very mini.
They are very small.
I was going to say objects in the rearview mirror may be smaller than they appear.
So I started playing a little game. I forget where he was. Was he there? I think he was there. But anyway, comes with a little book with descriptions.
He couldn't be there
about
unless you're playing chess your own way. Does Harry Potter chess have different rules?
No, it doesn't. I think it was here.
Okay,
he was there.
He could be there
because he needs to move, or else he's going to get bishopped.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's super, super fun.
So Harry Potter chess, clear the board. Let's go.
Several of the people here, show the queen. Several of the actors had commented that this would have been their choice of thing to carry home from the set. Would be one of the chess pieces, because they were just like little beautiful mini sculptures, and now you can own miniature mini sculptures.
Unfortunately, the light's over there, so when I do this, you don't really get the light on it. But yeah, that's better. Give me a little more of an idea of what's going on in my hand.
They're really sweet.
Yeah, you need to come in and see it. But anywho, are you going to leave it up there and try to book over it? No. Oh, what happened?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Where'd you go?
Oh no! Are you kidding me?
New books, devices not connected. She touched the cord. The cord is very sensitive. She's only had this set up for about 45 minutes waiting for me to get here.
No, it's been longer than that. Go ahead and grab the first book out of there, or grab the graphic novels and talk about the
okay, yeah, we'll do graphic novels first because I can reach those. So we've got Battle Angel Alita, Mars Chronicles Volume 9. Well, I can't put it up there. That does no good. Volume 9. We've got my graphic novel pick for the week, even though it's a compilation. We've got Archie Horror Presents Chilling Adventures. This is an anthology of various chilling adventure stories, including Madam Satan. And I thought maybe I could read it really quickly, but I don't see it back here. Oh, Jinx Holiday and some other stuff. So love the Archie Horror stuff. I wish they would do regular series for that. This is Volume 1. Do I lie? I don't know. They don't want to tell me. Yeah, this is Volume 1 of Dark Knights of Steel, an awesome reinterpretation of the DC universe back in medieval knights and whatnot, jousting times. This collects issues 1 through 6.
Okay, see if you can put me in the studio.
Can I put her in? Oh, yes, you are. There you are.
And she's back.
Since we're already doing those, I'll skip Joetta's pick for the week, and I will go to shiny Star Wars Mandalorian manga. That almost sounds dirty. I don't know why. Mandalorian manga. Did you move a box, or did I lose my box?
I moved a box.
Oh, okay. I had a box right there.
I had to get to the computer.
So that is Star Wars Mandalorian the manga, which if Joetta will play with it, you might be able to see that it's got shiny where it says Mandalorian.
Yes, the logo is foil.
Looks really cool.
Super sweet. So he skipped my pick because this is super fun, y'all. I had to read it. It was really... And just like every other manga title, it is really, really long. It is Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout. And yes, it is middle-aged guys who... you ever make the mistake of getting drunk and making a wish for something that you really, really didn't want? Well, he gets drunk and he's trying to get a girl, obviously. So this is his wingman, who we find out is actually attracted to guys. So really not a great wingman, but he's taking him to a bar to try and get him married off so that he will stop stealing all the girls because he's super sexy hot. And then he gets really, really drunk and he wishes that he was a total knockout so that he could I don't know why he wanted to wish that, but he did. So there you go.
So
that's what happens when you wish for something you really, really don't want.
Who got reincarnated? Does he die and get reincarnated, or does he just like wake up from?
They're in another world.
Mm.
They're in a fantasy world now.
And they both go?
Yeah. Yes, indeed. I'm trying to move the wizard's chess so that we can go and do some comics. Okay.
Granted, it's a small chessboard, but wow, that box.
That's the box. The
So
size of my cheek.
It's pocket-sized Harry Potter chess.
Wizard's chess. Astrobots. I believe this finishes the Astrobot series. I read it. It's really good. It's awesome. Yes, it's 5 of 5. Astrobots is really super fun. Avengers Inc. And I think we have a video. Oh, I know we have a description, but I think we have a video as well.
We do. What you want to do first?
Go ahead and do the description and then watch it.
Okay. Action, mystery, adventure. Her name is Janet Van Dyne. She's a hero. She's a celebrity. She's hunting a killer. His name is Victor Shade. He's a villain. He's an enigma. He just got killed. And together, they're out to solve every mystery in the Marvel Universe, starting with their own. Al Ewing and Leonard Kirk bring you a whole new style of avenging from a whole new style of Avengers. So I'll watch the video first, and then I'll make my commentary.
Oh, hang on. I got 2 more covers. It was not a very long description. I was expecting much more length. And there's the Alex Ross connecting.
All right. Sorry, it was already started. Let's go from there. Now try that again. All righty, so that is Avengers Inc. I love that cover. That was almost one of my picks for the week. But this book is actually, if you follow what I look forward to reading each week, there are very few Marvel titles on there. I won't say never, but I will definitely say very few. But I am really looking forward to this. I'm a huge fan of the other version of the Avengers, which this is clearly somewhat imitating Emma Peel and Mr. Steed. So I'm really curious to see this this Man from U.N.C.L.E. take on the Avengers. I'm hope it's good. I really hope it's good. All righty, and I'm done talking for a while.
Okay, we have a 616 cover for Uncanny Avengers, which came out week before last. So this is Uncanny Avengers #1, and this is, of course, Savage Land Rogue. This is by Rico from 616 Comics. So they are super, super sweet.
I think his name's Riwunko, but anyway, I can't call him Rico because it's not a hot. Riwunko.
Hey, look, it's a facsimile edition from DC. That's right. It's Batman #1.
Not the first appearance of Batman, but soon thereafter.
And then there is a blank variant of Batman #1, so you can get your artist friend to draw Batman and Robin in their style.
I kind of really like that. I like we've got the rest of the cover, but not the characters. So you get somebody to draw the characters, like Jim Lee to draw on there. Would be really freaking awesome.
Oh, that would be cool.
They're doing a detective one that way as well, where it's got the background and all that stuff, just not the.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, see, I think it's pretty cool.
And then there's the foil.
Then there's this is a sucker bait for Derek. If you make it full, Derek will buy it. That is the truth.
And so will a lot of other people, so it's okay.
There was a 1999 foil variant for a book that I wanted to get, but I talked to myself because $20 for a comic book just because it's full is a bit extreme, but I really wanted it.
He had a hard time. Hey, it's time for you to read again because it's Batman and Robin #1.
All right, father and son, Bruce and Damian, Batman and Robin. From Batman vs. Robin to Night Terrors, a lot has happened to the dynamic duo, but now they are back together and ready to fight crime in Gotham, just in time for Batman's most monstrous rogues to team up to turn the city into an urban jungle. A new villain watches from the shadows, intent on revenge, with a plot to turn one of Batman's greatest assets against him. Can Damian help his father solve the case before it's too late? A brand new, fun, and exciting father and son adventure begins from DC Comics architect Joshua Williamson and superstar artist Simone DeMaio. This is the foil art germ, picking up tons of glare and reflection. But that is a super sweet cover. I'm not sure who she is, but I can't wait to find out.
And that's the ratio right there.
So this is another one that I'm really looking forward to. I absolutely, when Damian Wayne first showed up, I mean, that was okay. I figured it was going to be like a one-off, that they would never actually do anything with him. And I didn't really know that they needed another Robin because Tim Drake was filling the role quite well after the misstep of Jason Todd. But Damian, the only thing with Damian is he's kind of South Park in that he's still really young, yet he's a total badass and has a badass attitude and a badass mouth and all that kind of stuff. So he's like the South Park version of Robin. Which I wish they would go ahead and like bogus age him just so as to make it more. I don't know.
Funnier,
I guess, but
hey, you get to keep reading because this is another new Batman.
New Batman. Yeah, and then we have another video for this one. We have 2 videos for this one actually. I guess to make up for not having one for Batman and Robin. I'm gonna go ahead and show the first one, and then I'll read, and then I'll show the second one.
Are you sure to kill him? Of course, I left his body down there. Wait, what was that? What? No.
So that is Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, written and drawn by Raphael Grampa. Eisner Award-winning storyteller Raphael Grampa's twisted vision of the Dark Knight. When you chase your own shadow, it leads you into the abyss. In a Gotham City where every day feels darker and more irredeemable than the last, Batman makes a definitive choice to kill off the Bruce Wayne identity for good and embrace the cowl full-time. But though he knows the streets of Gotham, Batman will soon come to find that he hardly knows himself. A serial killer is on the loose, and while the murder victims seem random at first, every clue draws Batman closer to the terrifying truth that they are all connected, not just to each other, but to him. When an all-new rogues gallery of utterly depraved villains begins to emerge from the depths of the city, Batman will have to contend with the very nature of evil, including that which lurks inside the darkest corners of his own heart, to face what's coming for the city. Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, brings Raphael Grampa's twisted vision of both the Dark Knight and the city of Gotham to life in a DC writing debut that will reach its icy black tendrils into the deepest and darkest corners of human nature and leave you gasping for breath and for more. So I thought it was an interesting trailer, the one we just watched. They do trailers not nearly enough, in my opinion, but they tend to be showing pages of the book or whatnot, or having the creator talk. The computer generated one of the aspect of this one I thought was definitely different.
It looked like a video game.
Yeah, it did. It really did. And now here is, in Raphael Grampa's own words, about this book.
As a child, I saw the Knight from Gotham. He was the first character I remember drawing and dreamed of meeting him. He became a lifelong obsession and a dream that came true. I was asked to give Batman my own interpretation and dove deep into Gotham. His figure became clear with each attempt, and in the night's shadow, I saw a gargoyle. Inspired by masters who came before me, I walk in their footsteps through my world of Gotham.
Sorry. And just a quick note about the book that's on screen right now, the Noir edition. Publishers, when they submit a series, they connect them with what's called a series code for some behind the scenes info. So like every issue of Batman Gargoyle of Gotham #1 is part of that series code. For some reason, the Noir edition is part of a different series code. So if you happen to want the Noir editions, you have to make sure you tell us specifically that one, so we make sure we sign you up to the right thing. And I was just told that we are actually overcommitted on this one. So if you do want it, it's a black and white. I don't know how much more it's different, but it's a black and white interiors as opposed to color interiors, sort of more suiting the story. But anyways, if you do want a copy of it, just let us know and we'll get it reordered for you.
Batman Incorporated #12. That's a special order. And Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries #12 of 12. The Scooby-Doo Mysteries are ending. Or that series of them is anyway. Bloodborne is back with The Bleak Dominion. Titan Comics.
Celebrated horror comics writer Cullen Bunn and fan favorite artist Piotr Kowalski team up once more. In the plagued city of Yarnum, hunters Gretchen and Abraham search for their missing protege. Under the blood moon, a scourge of beasts stalk the streets, and a new threat lurks around every corner. The duo must venture deep into the depths of the Chalice Dungeon in order to find Lucien, but malignant and ancient horrors await them. Will they find him? What terrifying surprises await them if they do? I can't get very excited about a video game comic, I'm sorry.
Captain Marvel Dark Tempest is on issue #3. And we have a Mateus Mahani variant cover. I like that. That's cool.
Hey, Alex, how are you? I don't think you're actually still here, but how are you anyway?
You actually got to see the video when it's on playing. Usually he doesn't get he said he didn't get the notifications. Catfight! Catfight is on issue 3. This has been sort of a slow roll, but if you like crime novels, crime books, you need to read this book. It's really good. It's not about cats fighting.
No, it's not.
They're a crimes, not syndicate,
crime family.
And their names are all related to cats. So
hence the name.
There's like
Catfight.
Orange Ginger.
Yeah, I don't really know. This and Per Evil are both books that I'm enjoying, both totally different books, but both of them seem to want to shoehorn the cat aspect into it. It doesn't need the cat aspect. It works fine without the cat crap. But
you haven't read the last Per Evil, have you?
Yeah.
There's cats in there.
I know.
But there's actual cats in that one.
Okay, yes, but it could have been any other type of magic as well, and ancient gods and stuff. I'm just saying it didn't need to be cats, but it is cats.
So his notification still didn't show up on Facebook, he says.
That's weird. I wonder why he's obviously still here, but it's not showing us that we have.
Yeah, it's not showing us we have anybody watching either, Alex. So you're a ghost specter.
That's it.
Okay, but guess what?
What?
It's time for you to read again because we have a new #1 from Scout Comics called Sissy.
All right. Gabrielle is frantically woken from sleep by his younger sister Maddie's teddy bear Sissy. Maddie has been kidnapped on Sissy's watch. He'll stop at nothing to get her back.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
If you knew her teddy bear Sissy, I feel bad. I guess you didn't know Sissy was a guy. He'll stop at nothing to get her back. He needs Gabriel to open the door to the mythical realm of the Darklands. Together, they will traverse the horrors of the Darklands in pursuit of her captor, an evil called the Crying Man.
This is good.
Have you read it?
I've read it.
Okay, I'm like, this should, whatever, be really good.
It's going to be horror. It's going to get worse, so I may not be able to finish it. But I love the idea that your teddy bear is your protector because, my teddy bear sits in my bathroom and protects me.
No, he sits there
At
giving us attitude. That's what he does. He cocks his head and just stares at you like, what the hell are you doing in my bathroom?
He has lost a little bit of beans.
But,
yeah, I'm kind of old, so Snowball is kind of old too.
Yeah, he definitely looks it.
But I'm really super excited about that one. Anyway, Coda! Another new number one. This one's from Boom Studios.
In this brand new adventure in the Eisner Award-nominated apocalyptic fantasy world of Coda, the despondent bard Hum finds a slice of tranquility with his wife, the Urkin named Circa, in an ever-darkening, magicless apocalypse, or so it seems. Prophecies of paradise and the return of magic? Hum is skeptical, while Circa faces difficult moral decisions on the road, with winter quickly approaching. New and returning fans alike shouldn't miss the highly anticipated return of Coda from Glad Media Award-winning writer Simon Spurrier and Entertainment Weekly's 2019 Artist of the Year Matthias Bergara. The original series of Coda came out from Boom, I believe, before we opened. So it was a while ago.
So you missed one, darling, because there's another new number one. This is Creepshow number one.
I did not miss one. This is the second volume of the Creepshow comics. If you've seen Creepshow, the TV show, if you've seen Fantasy, what is it called? Twilight Zone. If you've seen any of those, you sort of know what the gist here is.
That's Becky Cloonan, and this is a 5-issue miniseries. This is a Skinner incentive variant. So
if you like a horror anthology, this is one for you. The first series sold really well, so hence we have a second one.
Crusader came out last week, but we have Matt Emmons' Lunar exclusive variant cover this week.
Do we not have the other one?
We had it last week. We showed it last week.
No. There's 3 covers total. Last week was the Diamond variant, exclusive variant. This is the Lunar exclusive variant, and somewhere there should have been this week the regular cover.
Oh, it was already on the shelf, so I thought we'd already had it. Sorry. The Cull.
I like
issue number 2.
I like number 1 of this. I'm looking forward to reading it.
I did not read number 1. Was it good?
I liked it. I liked it.
Matthias DeLuis. And then I love this full art by Andrew Sillis.
You read number 1 of this. This is the one where we don't know what's going on at the very end. They come out through the cave and they're in like a fantasy
I did
world.
read that. Yes. Okay. Yes. I do need to read this one. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the title gives nothing away.
It does not lead you to believe what we did doesn't make. Yeah,
this
right.
was a really, because I was drawing a blank myself at first, trying to remember which book this was. But no, it is really, really good. And I have no idea what the heck is going on. So
damn them all. This is issue number 8 of Damn Them All. This is a super cool, super fun story. I recommend it.
I've lost the thread on it, but it
all the demons are on Earth and they have to go back to hell. Danger Street is on issue number 9.
9.
Walter Simonson variant cover there.
I really like that. I'm a huge Dr. Fate fan for whatever
reason.
You're
also an Ankh fan. You love Ankh.
And I love Ankh, so yeah. I love that cover.
I was not at all surprised that cover was for you. Daredevil has a new number 1, so you get to read again.
You know, I was really tempted not to bother because Marvel does number 1s like they grow on trees. So this number 1 of Daredevil is not going to be all that indifferent from any other number 1 of Daredevil, going back to the very first appearance of Daredevil. I mean, he's going to Daredevil. His name is Matt Murdock, and he's going to Daredevil. I mean, what more? And he's going to do it in Hell's Kitchen. What more do you need to know? Born Again, because we use that phrase all the time with Daredevil. The new era of Daredevil starts here this week. There'll be another new era by the end. Well, no, it's already September, so maybe we'll get through the end of the year before new number 1 comes out. I said I wasn't going to talk. Why are you letting me talk?
You said you wanted to read.
Industry stars Saladin Ahmad and Aaron Cruder. He's cuter. Have laced up and entered the ring, ready to take Matt Murdock on a knockout of an adventure. Oh, good. Boxing, whatever. Where does Elektra fit into all this? What is the future of Hell's Kitchen? Romance, intrigue, and of course, action. Action is all in capital, so you know it's full of action. All delivered in the mighty Marvel manner. And that's all capital M's, not whole letters.
I'll let you hold that one up,
because
that one's the cool foil.
That is the cool foil.
You can get your Daredevil drawn your way. And there's also
a
1 in 25.
Draw it your way. The
1 in 25 is by Pepe Larraz.
So that is the latest Daredevil #1, soon to be supplanted by another Daredevil #1.
Dark Ride is on issue number 8. And this is by Man House, this variant cover here. Oh.
It just occurred
Hey,
to me.
When
Damn them all.
I said, doesn't seem to be enough covers for Damn Them All, but I didn't say anything out loud, so you probably won't believe me that I thought that. But guess what? There were 2 more covers for Damn Them All. This is the 1 per store incentive variant, which is the black and white sketch inked of the A or B cover. I'm not sure which, but anyway, super fun. Okay, so it's time for Darkwing Duck, but it's not Darkwing Duck. It's Negaduck. Do you have a description of Negaduck?
Sadly, I do. Sadly, I thought I did.
What happened to Negaduck? Is he down under N?
Yes, he is. Where did you put him?
Under Disney.
Oh. Negaduck. I am the screeching fingernail on the chalkboard of justice. I am the sour ball in the candy jar of goodness. I am Negaduck. He's the exact opposite of Darkwing Duck in every way. Evil, nefarious, dedicated to stealing lollipops from kids and not helping grandmas cross the street. And now he's ready to begin a reign of crime and terror, the likes of which St. Canard have never seen. Except, dang it all the other villains are ripping off his ideas. What's a criminal mastermind to do when the city's thick with other criminals stealing his shine? Why, take his villainy on the road, of course. Written with fiendish glee by arch author Jeff Parker, and illustrated by the suspiciously talented Ciro Cagliati. Yeah, him. And we have two full covers for the price. Well, for the price of 2, but still.
Interestingly enough, Derek was not suckered in twice.
No.
Only once.
Did I really? Jeez, I'm pathetic. No, I assure you, if I was in for 1, cover. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why, because I do love Jay Lee. I figured that's why I love it. I love that cover. I love a good Jay Lee
It's
cover.
better in foil, so, why not? The Infield Gang Massacre, issue number 2.
Which is printed on the cheapest paper Image could find.
Exile number 6.
I think this wraps up the Exiled miniseries, although a new either one-shot or spin-off series starts up.
I think it's a spin-off series. And Fence Redemption number 4 finishes off the Fence storyline, which is super fun.
Oh, does it? Only 4 issues?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Gargoyles is next, but it's not apparently in in ABC order. So let me figure out which is the A cover here, folks.
Oh, should I sing to entertain them?
BC A.
Have it your way. Have it your okay.
Gargoyles number 9. And then this is Gargoyles number 9, cover B. And this is cover C, even though it says cover B. I wrote cover C over top of it.
And that one I know is by Lyrics Lee.
And this is the action figure variant. And this is cover D by Jay Lee. And this is Trish Flex and Forrester cover E.
Oh, no, it's Maleficent that J. Scott Campbell is doing the odd covers for. So more gargoyles than you can shake a stick at.
Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's right.
Issue number 17.
Crap. You know what? We started this video and I forgot to ever put a title on it.
We didn't put a title on this video?
No. It says Tomorrow's Books Today with, and it just stops. I should have said more gargoyles than you can shake a stick at.
You should have. Interestingly enough, this says this is Ghost Rider number 8 because I just made these today and totally bluffed on the fact that it's 18. There needs to be a little number 1 in there. But I can't read my own handwriting. Green Lantern number 3. And this is Doc Shainer's variant cover.
Nice, clean classic cover
is
there.
The super, super fun, gotta love the artist spotlights by Rose Besh.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for Rose Besh. So Chibi Rose Besh is just amazing.
And this is the Hispanic Heritage Month variant.
At least not carrying tacos.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. Hey, look, it's a new number 1. Are you still reading?
I'm still reading. Although, believe me, at this point, I really wonder why. But Hey, look, this is up for a TV show, so what the hell? I give up on common sense and reality.
This book is up for a TV show already?
Yeah.
It just came out.
The property's been around.
Okay.
Disney Plus, even. So not like, some piddly, we've never heard of it like Amazon or Hulu.
Well, I
Disney
mean,
Plus.
the Lincoln one did really well, so.
Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer, #1 from Massive Comics. I think, maybe. It's hard to tell with these folks because they have lots of imprints and who knows. Soon to be an original series.
Did you see Alex's comment?
Don't shake the stick.
Just don't shake the stick in front of rocks.
Soon to be an original series on Disney Plus. Django Unchained meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer in David Croninsen's Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer, a supernatural comic series based on the true life of the freedom fighter herself that is flavored with genre liberties in the spirit of Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. When slave owners can't stop the formidable ninja warrior Harriet Tubman, they call in the help of vampires, werewolves, witches, and demons to stop her. Harriet Tubman must lead a family of slaves to freedom while battling an army of darkness.
There are a lot of covers to this book. I didn't realize I wasn't moving fast enough here.
Oh, yeah.
This is John Bourglia and Winston Chan.
Okay, are my eyes blurry or is that cover not right?
Your eyes are blurry.
Really?
Yeah, because she's the focus, and then here I'll show you the picture. She's the focus, and then it's her whip moving around, making motion.
Okay, right now the logo looks clearer than it does when I look at the actual book. The logo looks blurry as hell.
It does look blurry.
Okay, good, not just me, but for some reason the camera fixes it because the camera's like, "What is this bullshit?" Sorry, bull stuff.
Oy!
What is this bull stuff? And it fixes it because publishers are stupid. Anyway, I have to admit, it's one of my picks for the week. One of my wanna reads for the week. Keep in mind, our picks are not actual like this is good, read it picks. This is
what we're looking forward to reading.
We're curious enough about it that we want to let you know that we're curious about it. And this is on my list of things I'm curious about because what the hell is not the word I wanted to use there.
House of Slaughter is on issue number 17, and they have a Spot UV variant cover here. Sort of fun.
Where's the UV?
I'm thinking it's the whitish part. We have the 1 in 15 full cover of the A, full art of the A cover, and then we have the Werther Dell'Edera black and white unlockable variant, 1 per store.
At least, like if you're gonna go full art, they go also with the black and white. It makes it completely different, not just a little bit different.
Hulk, Incredible Hulk, issue 4. That's right. Francis, that is the.
Do those go through the process, or those go in here?
They go through the process. They stay for a week. CFV is Stormbreaker variant, and Francis Menopause incentive variant.
I've always thought his name should be Menopause. That's just me. That's what I've had in my head. I can't help it. I didn't name the man.
I hate Fairyland, number 9. And I have to do this really quick, so be ready to read because the new number 1 comes after this because this is a super fun cover, but it has a naughty title. So there you go. Super fun cover.
We don't say it.
It's time for Killmore!
So, unless you're actually paying attention.
And I thought this was Killmore, like one word.
No.
But it's not. It's
2 words.
Killmore.
And I meant to mention this to you ahead of time. This might be a book you should read.
I saw that.
And would be on your list. But the city of Colonia is suffering from total economic collapse. But worse than the unemployment and urban decay is the skyrocketing homicide rate. Most of the few cops left on the force think it's just another symptom of the city's decline. But one detective has a darker theory, that the most depraved killers in the country have all moved here to take advantage of the chaos. As he and his new partner dig deeper into their rapidly growing list of open cases, they'll find themselves in the crosshairs of a growing group of maniacs who realize that the best way to stay ahead of the cops in a city full of killers is to kill more. Nothing can prepare you for Lady Face Smasher, The Sufferer, The Obituary Machine, and worse. Lock your doors and journey into the mouth of madness. I presume that...
This is the 1 in 25, but we are both suckers for a magazine. So this is like a wanted poster variant. I love it. I think it's super fun.
It's a
driver's license.
Driver's license.
Yeah, but it looks like a wanted poster.
It kind of does. And I'm guessing that's Lady Face Smasher. But this definitely seems up your John Wick loving alley. I like a little bit of plot with my porn, and I like a whole lot of plot with my violence. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. So neither of those two things. Although I have to admit, I was suckered into John Wick because, how can you not be? It's just one long frickin' fight. And I'm looking forward to the Continental, which I think finally comes out next week.
So it's night terrors, guys.
I don't know, Alex. I'm not sure what you mean by fighting Swamp Thing. Yeah, not sure.
Some ratio variants that we've got for the night terrors. We promised you last week that night terrors was over, but then this group of ratios came in, so we were lying. That's us.
But they're ratio covers. They're not regular covers.
And they're really, really sweet. What does it say?
Why do you get the feeling this is a non-anti-hero Deadpool?
I don't know, but guess what? It's time for another number one.
I really thought they would do a trailer for this one. I mean, it seems like they really should have.
It's so cute.
Alligator Loki makes a splash in his print comic debut. Bow down to the reptile in a helm who has enraptured the 10 realms with his cuteness. First, Alligator Loki chomped down on Mjolnir. Then he chomped on his way into our hearts. Now, the beloved Alligator of Mischief finds and makes trouble all across the Marvel Universe in his very own comic. Collecting the hit Infinity Comic series from the Marvel Unlimited app, this one-shot includes a never-before-seen adventure in the life of everyone's favorite swamp-dwelling scamp. I believe, it says this is just a one-shot. It also says collecting the series, so I'm not really completely sure unless it was a really short series. There's another collection from the Marvel Unlimited app coming up, a number 0. But it's leading into a new comic original series continuing the storyline. So I'm not sure if that's what they're going to do here or what exactly.
But look at Scotty Young's.
Yeah, that is very fun.
And interestingly enough, you said chomp down on Molinar right when I put that cover up there. I didn't even know what you were going to say. I was like, oh, that was perfectly timed. Anyway, Looney Tunes is on issue number 274. Wonder if that means we're going to have a big deal next time. Met Cadets. That's right. The Netflix animated series is in a book, and it is on issue number 2.
I have a negative amount of excitement about watching that, but we probably should give the first episode a try.
And Inihookie Lee did the A cover and the full art.
Is the full art thing, or is it just that was a 1/10.
So if you remember, we had a book out a little while ago called Minor Threats. Well, now we have Minor Threats, the alternates from Dark Horse Comics.
Mary the Multi-Monster, The Tripper, Crab Louie, Kid Curious, Persona. Formerly the offbeat B-list superheroes, the alternates who seemingly sacrifice themselves to stop an invasion from another dimension. Instead, they were transported to a mirror reality where they lived complex lives in a more four-dimensional existence, expanding both their powers and consciousness. 5 years later, they returned to Twilight City, struggling to reacclimate to their old lives in a traditional two-dimensional superhero world, withdrawn from the vivid ones they left behind. When elements from this alternate reality turn up as a dangerous new street drug, some of the heroes band together to destroy it, while others succumb to its temptation. This is by comedian and actor Patton Oswalt.
And there is a foil logo. So, shock of all shocks. Derek is getting that one too.
Well, when they say foil, they don't tell us what's foil, but yes, I'm a sucker for independence.
That's all they have to do is use the word foil. Okay.
We already did that. I can't have to read that again.
No, you can skip that one. But we have a new cover for Plot Holes, which I have not had a chance to read yet.
No, I haven't either. And I
really want to read that. But anyway, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 111. Red Goblin issue number 8.
Isn't that a second print of 111?
Yes, I believe it is. Yes, I think it was.
Yeah, it's second print of
Second print of
Power 111. The
Red
beginning
Batman.
of the whatever storyline they're doing here with zombie Power Rangers.
And then we have this book called Saint John from Dark Horse Comics. I read this one because I was curious, and I need to read the next one. I'm interested.
Is there a next one?
There better be.
Huh. Okay. I guess that means I need to order it, huh? So I love comic books, and I'm really into independent comic books. You could argue Dark Horse isn't the most independent anymore, but this kind of thing just saps my will to live. In a partnership with groundbreaking clothing brand Portland Gear, granted, I'm 56 years old, so I'm far from groundbreaking, but I mean, how many comic readers have heard of Portland Gear clothing? I reckon to bet not a many. Certainly not in Wilson, North Carolina. In a partnership with groundbreaking clothing brand Portland Gear, Dark Horse is proud to present the Rose City's very own superhero, St. John. Cynical Manhattan writer Tori Slate travels to Portland, Oregon to track down the enigmatic St. John, a masked man who roams the city doing good deeds for strangers, appearing at random and vanishing without a trace. Who is he? Why does he do it? And what is his seemingly supernatural connection to the City of Roses? Tori aims to put all these questions to the man himself, unaware that the answers will change her life forever. Yeah. I cannot explain how unexcited I am.
Okay, there has to be more to it because
That description is not really what you read?
Well, that last part, unaware the answers will change her life forever.
I mean, Portland Gear. Okay, so obviously the T-shirt, that's Portland Gear. So he's wearing Portland Gear stuff while he does this. I just don't. Is he the mascot of Portland Gear? Why does Portland Gear need a mascot that's a superhero? Why does anybody care? I want to buy this comic book.
Well, because the City of Roses didn't have a superhero yet.
Right.
All the other cities get one.
Saps my will to live.
Scarlet Couture, issue number 2.
And this is Lyric's Lead Boobies.
I love this.
This
cover.
is some side boobies from somebody else.
I love that cover. That is very cartoon.
Yeah, kind of.
It's Jess Taylor.
Kind of Jessica Rabbit.
It is kind of Jessica Rabbit. I love that.
If,
and
if,
this
if
is
Jessica Rabbit could have had side boob.
Derek Chu.
Copic, which for some reason I like.
Copic,
Don't they call it Copic?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason I like this version, even though it's all art, has no logo, doesn't have no idea who this hot chick is with gray boobies. I like that cover better than the main cover.
Something Epic is on issue something or other 5.
I really wanted to keep up with this. The first issue was confusing but interesting. But unfortunately, I haven't gotten a chance to follow up with it, so I don't know where it's going.
So I'm guessing since there's not one up there, Derek did not feel the need to talk about the 900th adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's right, we have a one-shot from Sonic, the 900th adventure. And we have Yuji Yukiyawa of the Sonic team has done a variant cover. And Evan Stanley has done a variant cover. And then I got to make sure, yep. And then we go to issue number 64 of the actual ongoing Sonic the Hedgehog. And so we have 2 covers for that as well. So we actually have 2 Sonics out this week.
Yay! Double the Sonic, double the fun. And I guarantee you, even without a description, I can tell you that in this issue, Sonic sonics like he sonicked before and will again. Did that describe it succinctly enough?
Sure. Greg Land variant of the Amazing Spider-Man 31.
That is a reorder for the first appearance of not Gwen Stacy, she's dead. Mary Jane as Jackpot.
Yes. Spine-tingling Spider-Man.
So this is the other one I mentioned before. The most terrifying Spider-Man story ever. Spider Slayers and a Smythe. A song that, once heard, will not allow you to sleep. One of the worst threats to Aunt May you've ever experienced. First time in print, collecting the Infinity comic series from the Marvel Unlimited app. So this collects apparently the entire series from the app. However, there is a number 1 coming out in a month or so, a 4 or 5 issue series, which, from what I can gather, is all new stories. And I love horror, so I'm really curious to see if they can even remotely pull off Spider-Man horror. So I had 2 Spider-Man books on my list this week. I think that probably has never happened before.
I would almost guarantee that it's never happened before. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 10. Mike McCone has done this variant cover, which I kind of like.
Yeah, I like that. That's fun.
And Federico Vincentini did the 1 in 10 design variant for Hightail.
I guess to the dreads.
And it's time for a new number 1, Star Trek Picard's Academy,
All right.
from IDW Publications.
From New York Times bestselling author Sam Maggs comes a new ongoing series unveiling the past of one of Starfleet's most celebrated officers, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Before becoming the Federation's finest, Jean-Luc was an ordinary student at Starfleet Academy with sights on the stars. His path forward was charted: blow his classmates out of the water on the infamous evasive maneuvers exam and graduate early. But there's a detail Cadet Picard hadn't factored into his plan. The exam was a group project, and he'd need to make friends with, people if he stood a chance at passing. You know how he feels. Federation starships aren't run by a party of one, after all. So, not on my list, but I am curious to...
Should have been on my list.
I
realized I didn't put it on my list, and then I was like, oh, that was a mistake.
I am curious about it. I have always thought, since Next Gen started, that they really need to do a TV show, a teen angst full TV show, like the OC and 90210 and all that stuff, set in Starfleet Academy. Tie in the Starfleet IP with, teen angst and drama. And I watched the CW, so obviously, I'd watch it. So when I read the title, I thought that's what this was. Maybe Picard had his own classes in school or something. I did not realize it's a flashback story to Picard's day in school. Much less interested in that.
No, it's good.
Well, we know Picard graduates. We know what happens. He gets to be a 95-year-old man still driving a spaceship.
But he doesn't like people.
And
how does he succeed in a world where you have to be friends with people? Being a starship captain is not a problem. You don't have to be friends with people. In fact, you probably don't want to be friends with them because you're going to send them out to die.
He fakes it just like some people I know do. Anyway.
Star Wars Darth Vader. Dark Droids. Part of the Dark Droid story. And I forgot to put up the A cover first. Yeah, that is the Dark Droid's infection right there.
Oh, on Darth Vader?
So I'm trying to wonder,
or is that on a droid on Darth Vader?
No, that's Darth Vader. So is Darth Vader going to succumb? Or is Darth Vader going to say, I am far more evil than you?
That is true.
And I'm going to kick your butt. You're not infecting my mechanics. I really am looking forward to reading. I've really enjoyed the Dark Droid storylines. Even amongst the other stories I don't read. I love Star Wars, but I haven't been reading the comics. But I've really been able to follow along with the Dark Droids and catch up with stuff. This is the connecting variant. We all know this scene. So, yeah. I want to know, is Darth Vader evil enough to be like, not in this lifetime?
Out evil the Scourge.
Alex asked, did they try a horror Spider-Man once before that flopped?
They had, what was it called? A couple of years ago, or a year or two ago, they had it wasn't horror. I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't really horror, though, so I'm hoping they do it better here.
You're hoping this is actual horror,
yeah,
as opposed to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Getting a little scared.
Right. This is Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, number 1. I do not have a description for this, simply because...
we do have a photo variant, so if you're into Liam
Neeson,
yeah. I could think of his first name and not his last name. That's pretty sad.
But that's not Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson's the guy who gets taken, or his kids get taken.
No, it's what is his name?
I don't know.
Anyway, if you're into him.
But this is now that the TV show is like a year and a half old, they decide, hey, let's put out a comic series adapting the TV show. So that's what this is. If you care, you already know what it's about. If you don't care, well, then why should I tell you what it's about?
Superman Lost, number 6. And the variant cover by Lee Weeks and Elizabeth Breitweiser. I read the first one and then I forgot. I sort of
Yeah,
forgot
I
about
read the first two and then I lost track of it, which I really enjoyed the whole concept of Superman getting literally lost in time, apparently, for a while.
Tales of Asunda. This is issue number 3. I don't know what happened to issue number 2. But
yeah,
if it came in, it was sold out right away because didn't get to read it. But anyway, I read number 3 and I loved it. And you could read number 3 without reading number 2. You could understand it perfectly.
I need to ask you
pointing that out.
about if you want us to get them directly from the vendor, from the publisher, because they've got all sorts of variant covers and stuff available. And you know me, if you turn me loose in a variant cover store, it's going to get ugly. So
Tox is on issue number 2. I did not get to read number 1 yet, but I do definitely want to read it. And this is Brian Demarest's. That's actually cover A, but
well, whatever. You in that cord.
did it again.
You just don't want to have video, do you?
Undiscovered guy. Well, usually I hook it behind the light, but I didn't want to move it again after we've already lost it once today. So anyway, Undiscovered Countries on issue number 25. Talk about a book I have lost. I enjoyed this book so much. I need to read this. I don't know what issue I'm on. I'm probably like on 15.
That's
or
a really
something.
fun cover. But then, of course,
I'm
Peach
Momoko.
I'm a Peach Momoko fan, and this is much more comic book art as opposed to her. I'm going to draw a random character because Marvel asked me to. I really like this cover.
Then we have a special order of Vampire Macabre Nosferatu special.
I don't think it came with that white thing in the middle.
Signed, it did not.
What's under there? I'm old enough. I can see boobies.
Well, you can take it out of the stickers are on the outside of the bag, so
that's good.
I open it up, I put the stickers on the book, and then I close it back up again.
I completely agree.
We'll
protect our customers from the depravity.
Yes. The Venom Annual. You have to read.
Venom Annual Contest of Chaos. I think is getting close to wrapping up. When the forces of chaos call upon Venom and Deadpool, becomes an issue of family and whose deserves to win the ultimate prize. It's symbiote might versus frankly awesome assassin skills in an epic showdown you won't want to miss. And I mean, even me, the most un-Marvel person of people, can't pass up Venom and Deadpool. I hope it's well-written Deadpool.
I hope it's snarky. Yeah. And because Venom can be snarky too, so the two of them together should be.
Yeah. If they had I haven't
had a chance to read that one yet.
If they had a good actor playing Venom in the Sony stuff, I would love a Sony Ryan Reynolds Deadpool Venom's Ryan Reynolds Deadpool crossover. That would be fun.
But Venom is also on issue number 25, which is Legacy issue 225. So, of course, they made a big deal out of it and made a bunch of covers. But there's a Scotty Young, which is my cover pick for the week because I think it's just so darn cute.
So there's some joking curiosity as to whether that cover is the first appearance of Venomized Gumby. That's what it is. It's Venomized Gumby.
Oh, my God. And this one's by Kofu. And we have a Stormbreaker variant from Federico Vicentini. I'll let you hold that one up because that is a super sweet full art foil variant.
Yeah, that is a very nice. I'm a sucker for purple, so you got purple foil, you got Venom. That is just.
And then the 1 in 25 is by Hicham Habichi. That super, super long Venom tongue. Just creepy. All right, we're almost through it. We've got Death of Venomverse, second printing. Not very exciting. They do the same as the first one. But it's time for a new number 1, and it's Werewolf by Night. And I read this today because I was like, you know what? I want to read this book. This looks cute. Well, it's not cute, but,
Good.
I liked the Death of, was it Death of Doctor Strange that had an issue from her?
I don't remember. I think so, maybe.
Anyway, I enjoyed it. And so I was like, I want to read this. Can I read?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. An unholy alliance in the shadows of black and white night. Jack Russell races to halt the sacrifice of a young girl at the hands of monsters. Elsa Bloodstone, in all her colorful monster hunting glory, isn't far behind. But can they put their differences aside long enough to save the day? And what would such a partnership even look like? Okay, first of all, let me just say, neither one of them knows the other one's coming. They run into each other when they get to the castle. So what in the world are they talking about in this description? Because, they used to date. they're both talking in their little bubbles, right? In their heads.
Mhm.
And you're reading the little bubbles, and then his bubbles are white and her bubbles are red or gray or beige or something. I don't know. Anyway, I don't remember now. But they alternate back and forth, and they both say, "We had a thing. We had a thing." So you're like, okay, obviously they had a thing.
Yeah.
Nowhere does it say, "I can't stand her anymore. I never want to speak to her." Like, what?
Maybe it's supposed to be there, and they just didn't. The writer decided to leave that part of it out. I don't know.
No, they very much work together.
I don't know.
It's really good. It was. Don't listen to that description because it's fun.
Is it black and white?
No,
No. Okay. From In the Shadows of a Black and White Night, I kind of thought that was their way of saying it was a black and white book.
it's not. It's. I mean, it's at night, but
And that is, by the way, Adam Hughes variant.
I think it's was it black and white? Oh, I just read it today. I don't think it was black and white. Oh, his parts are black and white. Okay. So when it's him,
Oh, because dogs don't see
color. So when it's him, it's black and white. But when it's her, see, she's in color.
That's interesting.
She's in color. But then, okay. So yeah. Okay.
So partial black and white. That's interesting.
But it's only when it's him. So, whatever. It doesn't like,
Yeah, and I mean even
even on the page where they're together. See, show that page. It's her, and then he's black and white. So
it's an interesting way to do it.
it's kind of fun. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I liked it. What if Spider-Gwen second printing of this one shot? And then it's time for World's Finest Teen Titans. Teen Titan Con! This is issue number 3. And they go to a convention. And, yeah, they go to a convention as the Teen Titans. It's super fun. Super cute. Doc Shaner did this variant cover.
Really nice character design kind of cover there.
And Daniel Bayliss did this cover.
I really enjoyed that one as well.
And the ratio variant is by Dan Panosian.
That is super sweet.
Yeah.
But of course, I am a sucker for the Titans. Even with the Beast shoehorned in there.
Second printing of X-Men 25. And a second printing of Hellfire Gala number 1, which feels like it should be a third printing. I thought they already did a second printing, but
It does seem like it's been a while, but
maybe they did the second. A different cover came out. I know all the covers didn't come out the same week, but
Yeah,
I really thought they had already done a second print. But anyway, it's not. If you are not reading,
you have a minute and a half.
if you are not reading X-Men, or if you've ever enjoyed X-Men, you should read the Hellfire Gala and issue 25 because it's interesting. I'm not super excited by the fact that there's like 50 billion books still going on. I thought that they, killing off the X-Men would like kill off some X-Men covers, X-Men issues, but it didn't because look, Astonishing Iceman is on issue number 2.
But you can skip the side stuff and just stick to X-Men.
No, I'm just saying you should read Hellfire Gala and issue 25.
Right.
Because those two are.
And if you enjoy those, continue with
There's
26
another.
because that's out already also. We didn't show the video.
For which one?
Hang on a second. We had
You need to show the video.
So,
yes, put Hellfire Gala back.
last week
25 bucks.
was
Yeah, that's 25.
okay. Last week was issue 26 of X-Men, and Marvel didn't have this video ready then, but it was the first part of the Tony Stark Emma Frost wedding, for which they do now have a video. So let's take a look at that real quick.
In case you didn't catch that, it says the wedding of Mr. and Mrs. Emma Frost.
Yeah, I love that.
But it is her alternate reality, her alternate persona that is
That is
now
marrying him.
engaged to Tony Stark. Children of the Vault! Children of the Vault issue 2. What did you say? X-Men Red is on issue 15.
Nope, you were right, Alex. He is just a full-on playboy. And if he did, it would be Pepper Potts.
X-Force is 44. Didn't he already marry Pepper Potts?
I don't know. I don't think so. Is that a Maria Wolf cover?
You know what? I don't even know. Lay it right down. Looks like it though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
And we'll finish it up with Waller versus Wildstorm number 3. Oh, there's an X-Men Red that got missed. Sorry about that. Featuring Storm. That is by Nicolette Baldari. I like that cover. It's fun. But there's a B cover by Eric Battle and Blissus Areola.
Alrighty. And we went
And that's it.
2.5 minutes over, but we're going to wrap it up super quick so as to not go any longer. I take the blame for going over because I had a couple movies to show and I forgot to show them when I should have, so that made things go on. Come see, I'll say it again and hope it happens. Come see Joetta and Mike tomorrow, or we already told otherwise.
No.
No? Okay. So come see, hopefully.
Oh, but do
Joetta.
be sure that when you come in tomorrow and if Mike is here, tell him congratulations because he placed 3rd in...
And
It's not nationals. It's
No, it was nationals.
Continentals, because it was U.S. and Canada both. It was not just nationals. He placed 3rd in Final Fantasy Continentals. So, good job for Mike. He is going to Worlds. He is
In
going
Japan.
to Japan.
So
yeah.
Make sure
you tell him congratulations because we are super proud of our Final Fantasy because we totally had everything to do with it.
if we didn't give them a place to play every Friday and Saturday. Yep, that's it. Anyway, so come in and see them, buy lots of comic books, and have a good weekend or week or